officers lying under oath on affidavits. The reason why that lady had any type of marks on her hands is what Dolly fails to realize. I was witness this. Is that lady pounding her own hands on the hood of her car when the girl with the cardboard sign was there. The reason why she started banging that cardboard sign on the car is because Aileen was pounding on the car saying, and so she took the sign and pounded it on the car and said, look at this face. So if the reason she has any marks on this side of her arm is because she was pounding on her car, not because Dolly touched her. And not only that, but if he's pulling this way, if her injuries are under here, how could they be under here when they're trying to say he grabbed her up here? Please explain that. Like, this police sergeant is so ill-equipped in his brain to process information in a proper way. He didn't take the time to learn the facts. All he wanted to do was because they couldn't say that the YouTubers were out there causing chaos, right? Because it was the community that kept going to jail. It was the locals that kept going to jail. So they were gunning to take a YouTuber out to plaster his face all over, but they did it. They did it corruption. They did it through corruption. They did it through lies. They did it through a false arrest. They did it through doctoring an affidavit. That's how they did it. And now they're still plastering Dolly's face all over their stuff at night because they got the YouTuber. It's all the YouTuber's fault. No, bitch, it's not. Maybe if you guys pulled the police chief out of your ass, right, you might be able to have a decent news station. But you're shit. Post it on Facebook. Alina admitting no hurt. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She is a con artist. She steals things. No, in Robert's Girl, of course not. You know, Dolly's not like that. If he wanted to beat that woman, he could have beat that woman. Let's be honest. If he wanted to beat that woman, he could have beat that woman. Let's be honest. If he wanted to beat that woman, he could have beat that woman. Let's be honest. Everybody wants to call that man a hobbit, but you know what? It's kind of funny that people want to talk crap about how Dolly can't do this and Dolly can't do that, but you know what? Even his ex, Missa, right? She's talking about how violent he is, which we don't believe, right? So this idea that he's violent and just beats on women is hogwash. Give me a freaking break. That is a narrative that they are trying to drive. It doesn't make sense, and we know our turtle king. We know who he is. We've been watching him forever. I know him personally. His heart's in the right place, and that's all. I mean, you know what? He was there with a bunch of women, and those women were in jeopardy, and he sprung into action. You know, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what charge. He's my hero. He's my hero. He's my hero. And I'm sure he was the hero to the girls out there that almost got hit with that lady's car. So, you know what? I don't really give a rat's ass what Chatham County does. I can tell you when I find out when Dolly's court hearings are, I will be there for every single one of them. And I guarantee that the people that were out there will make the trip to be there. Because at the end of the day, he was the only one protecting us when that shitty-ass police department wouldn't do their damn job. I mean, these people are, and all this stuff will be used against them, but they're not going to show up in court, right? This Aileen lady is not going to show up in court. This probably will all be dismissed. But at the end of the day, you know, this police department concocted this bullshit to arrest a YouTuber and then drive the narrative by using the propaganda machine called their local news to drive this on home, because the only people that were getting arrested out there were their locals that were upset at their policing and failing to put a baby killer behind bars for the